Hi, everybody. Good evening and welcome to the Castle. Rick Carpenter Field, VypeFortBend.com coverage of Fort Bend County baseball, and it doesn't get much better than this during the regular season, or at least not during the first half of the regular season, as the ELKINS Knights host the Ridgepoint Panthers, close neighbors, bitter rivals, and both teams 4-0 in District 26A play. Glad you're with us. This VypeFortBend.com presentation of Fort Bend County baseball is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity is a proud supporter of Fort Bend and Greater Houston High School sports on VypeFortBend.com. With the new Xfinity Sports Zone app, watch multiple games at once and check live stats and scores while watching another game. It's the best sports entertainment experience with Xfinity X1, and by First Tire and Automotive. Make sure your vehicles are in shape for the spring. First Tire and Automotive has locations in First Colony, Greatwood, Katy Cinco Ranch, and on Eldridge Road in Sugar Land, and all four of them are open on Saturdays. For the best prices on tires, go to firsttireandauto.com. We'll be right back with the Batter Up Show and visit with Clinton Welch, the head coach of the Ridgepoint Panthers, right after this on VypeFortBend.com.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a one-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
Welcome, everybody, to the Batter Up Show at the Castle. Big game in District 26A between the Ridgepoint Panthers and the ELKINS Knights. Two familiar foes, and they are both 4-0 in district play. And Clinton Welch is the multitasking head coach of the Panthers. And, Coach, one of the things that I've noticed is it seems like nearly everybody in your lineup is doing a great job of minimizing the strikeouts. What's the secret to getting that done?
They're doing a good job is the easy answer. It is something we emphasized. We were not doing such a good job of that early in the season, so we've always got a goal to keep the strikeouts to 5 or less per game, and you are correct in that we have done a pretty good job of that over the last 3 weeks or so.
And also, it's very interesting who you're going to put on the mound tonight. You've got Tyler Dasher. He's been going deep into games for you, giving you great quality starts, and it seems like he just has amazing stamina. Am I right?
Well, part of it's throwing strikes, so you keep your pitch count down when you throw strikes, and he's been doing that. Knock on wood, so far this year he's been able to get out there each night and throw fastball, curve, and change for strikes, so that's definitely helping him keep his pitch counts down.
Well, I know your no-nonsense approach means you really only pay attention to what happens inside the lines, but do you ever give any thought to the great rivalry that these two schools have had? Because, you played each other in Class 5A, now you're both up in 6A. Is there anything that's any more special about this game for you?
Well, not really for me. I don't know, the players maybe just because of our close proximity, but every night we're going to approach it the same way no matter who we're playing. I've been playing ELKINS for 29 years, I think, so 27 years I think it's been. So I'm used to playing them, but no, I don't do anything any differently just because we're playing these guys. They're a good club, and we've got to be ready tonight.
All right, I hear the spikes on the concrete. That means it's pretty close to game time, so thanks for visiting with us.
All right, thank you.
We'll be back. This is VypeFortBend.com, the Batter Up Show, and it'll be our turn to talk to Brent Schmidt, head coach of the ELKINS Knights. He's in his first full year. He's the head coach last year, the year that was cut short. But the Knights are looking good right now, and they don't have the power game. I will ask him about that. 1 home run on the season, and it was a miraculous home run that gave them a big win in one of their critical district games over Clements. Our coverage tonight brought to you by Xfinity, the future of awesome. and also First Tire and Automotive with 4 great locations in Fort Bend County. And be sure to get into First Tire and Automotive before the month of March ends. They have some great specials, including $50 off of a brake pad replacement, $50 off of a set of 4 new tires, and some other great discounts on synthetic and synthetic blend oil changes. 4 great locations: First Colony, Greatwood, Katy Cinco Ranch, and also in Sugar Land on Eldridge Road. We'll be right back with Brent Schmidt, the Elkins head coach, when we return.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there is one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Welcome back to the Batter Up Show, and we have a game tonight that is always something special. The close neighbors, the Elkins Knights and the Ridge Point Panthers. And this is the first time that new head coach Brent Schmidt has had a chance to get a taste of this rivalry. What have folks around here who are Elkins loyalists told you about the games against Ridge Point?
I've been hearing it, ever since I got here, that this is always the one that everybody looks to, and this is the big one. Something I've really been trying to convey to the team, especially this week, is that this isn't bigger than any other game. This is just another district game for us. We're focusing on being 1-0 today, so every game is big for us. The fact that it's our neighbors and we have this long-standing rivalry, or whatever you want to call it, that's not our focus tonight. Our focus is just being 1-0 tonight and continuing what we're doing, playing sound, fundamental baseball.
Well, I know sound, fundamental baseball is what you're always looking for, and really the main thing is to win the ball game. Is there any particular part of your team's attack or your team's defense or your team's pitching that you would like to see made better that would facilitate more wins?
Mostly on the pitching side, we need to attack the strike zone more. We need to cut down our walks, and we need to cut down on errors from the mound too. A very, very unique problem we've had lately is errors from the mound. So we've got to cut down on those things. If we attack hitters, we've got enough velocity, we've got enough off-speed stuff. We can get hitters out. We just need to stop giving up free 90s and making mistakes.
And this past Friday, your win was over Dulles, correct?
Yes, sir.
And that brought you to 4-0 in district play. And the win before that, we were here for Jacob Binder's heroics, and that was the first home run of the season for the Knights. And you didn't get one against Dulles, or did you?
We did not. No. So we're still sitting on one, but it was a big one. And we're like last time. We're trying to find ways to win and score runs any way possible. If we have to small ball, if we have to hit a home run, whatever it takes to win ball games. It's anyone, anytime, anywhere mentality, and whatever we can, find a way to win.
Well, Ridge Point did have some home runs in the pre-district part of the schedule, but you have one more home run than they do during district play.
Well, I'll take it. I hope it stays that way tonight because the wind is blowing out pretty steadily to left field. I know our guys got a little bit big during BP, so I hope we shrink that focus a little bit and focus on hard contact, hitting ball on the line. Hopefully they get a little bit big and see that, and hopefully overswing a little bit.
All right, eyes get big too.
That's right.
When that comes in there. All right, thank you, Brent Schmidt. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you, sir.
And it's just a real privilege to be a part of this one. Ridge Point and Elkins, a tasty rivalry. It's absolutely delicious. These teams really want to win, but which is more important to these two teams, to win the game or for the other team to lose the game? That's pretty big around these parts. We'll be back with the starting lineups on VypeFortBend.com, your broadcast home for Fort Bend County sports.
GetAGreatGig.com presents Gary Horn of HornSolutions.net on the most important factors in starting a business.
Number one, where will you get the necessary capital? 2, you will probably not make money for some period of time. Prepare a conservative model of expected cost and revenues. 3, are you willing to work long hours for no pay and make sure all employees are paid?
For more free career and job search advice, log on to GetAGreatGig.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn, CEO of Horn Solutions. Our team of experienced accounting, finance, and IT professionals have delivered solutions to Houston businesses for over 3 decades. Our project group provides services ranging from assisting with mergers, acquisitions, and integrations to interim staffing. Our executive search group provides full-time placements for accounting, finance, and IT positions. Let Horn Solutions help you meet the challenges your company faces. Visit hornsolutions.net.
Are you ready?
Ready for anything. For what life throws at you, at your kids.
Are they ready to study, research, write papers?
To do all the amazing things they don't even know they're capable of yet.
Internet Essentials from Comcast brings affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. Now available to low-income households eligible for public assistance programs like Medicaid, the National School Lunch Program, SNAP, housing assistance, and others. Visit InternetEssentials.com to apply. No credit check, contract, or installation fee. Taxes, extra restrictions apply.
All right, here are your starting lineups. First of all, for the visiting Ridgepoint Panthers, leading off and playing shortstop, it's Justin Vossis. Kyle Rosa in left field bats second. Garrett Johnson plays center and bats third. The catcher, Brandon Nelson, he is batting cleanup. Zach Ellis is at second base and bats fifth. Batting sixth, it is Groen playing first base. Then in right field, it's Owen Ferris. He's batting seventh. Batting eighth, it's J.J. Kennett at third base. And it'll be McComas, the designated hitter, and Tyler Dasher on the mound for the Ridgepoint Panthers. For the homestanding Elkins Knights, Jaden Whitsitt plays third base and bats first. Jacob Binder plays shortstop and bats second. Joseph Binder plays second base and bats third. Logan Abity is the catcher, batting cleanup. Ethan Muniz is the first baseman. He bats fifth. Batting in the sixth spot, it is Amir Sabahi, and he is batting in place of Stephen Hallmark, the right fielder. Adam Wade is pitching, batting in the seventh spot, and will hit for himself. Braylon Payne plays left field and bats eighth. And batting ninth, it is Derek Burton in center field. We'll step aside one more time and be back with the start of tonight's game. The Elkins Knights and the Ridgepoint Panthers when we continue on VypeFortBend.com.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there is one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Well, we got a big crowd on hand, and they've been waiting for this game for a long time because these two great rivals didn't get a chance to play each other last year, and that was Very, very, very disappointing to anybody who likes great baseball rivalries. So the Elkins Knights are out there on the field, and Adam Wade, their tall left-hander, he stands 6'5", and he is warming up. And here are the numbers on Adam Wade. He is their ace. He's thrown 18 innings. This will be his 6th appearance, and every single one of his appearances have been starts. A win-loss record of 2-1. He's allowed 10 hits in those 18 innings. 10 runs allowed, 6 of those were earned. He's walked 21, and that's something that Brent Schmidt talked about in the Batter Up show, and they've really got to improve on that. They got to throw strikes and avoid giving Ridgepoint any free bases. 24 strikeouts for Adam Wade. He certainly can bring the heat. His ERA is 2.33, and his whip, that is to say walks and hits per innings pitched, 1.72. He's had 2 1-2-3 innings. They'd also like to see him increase that. His strike percentage, 52%. And the batting average against Adam Wade is 154. And that's a pretty good number right there. So for Ridgepoint, it is Vasas, Rosa, and Johnson, Nelson, Ellis, and Groen, Ferris, Kennett, and McComas. And McComas batting ninth in place of the starting pitcher, Tyler Dasher. And we'll give you some info on Tyler Dasher when we get a chance. We've got cloudy skies, and we have a strong wind blowing out to center field, and it might result in some long balls. Those are always exciting. You know, they say, at least the commercials say, or used to, that chicks dig the long ball. And we have a whole lot of fans here who would love to see some power baseball. So Ridgepoint has hit home runs, but only in the pre-district part of the schedule. Nothing in their first 4 district games. And the Elkins Knights with only 1 home run for the entire campaign, both pre-district and district. And it came off the bat of Jacob Binder. All right, here we go. Ridgepoint leading off with the right-hander Justin Vossas against the left-hander Wade. The first pitch is inside, just missed his thigh. We'll take a look at what Justin Vossas has done. He leads the team in doubles since the beginning of the district schedule with 2 of those 2 baggers. He's walked 3 times. And here's the second pitch to him. Big hack, and he fouls it back. And that wind that is blowing blowing out toward center field is probably going to keep a few balls in play that are fouled back. Every out at a premium in this rivalry game. And Vossas with a line drive to third base. And it is gloved by Whitsitt. He goes ahead and throws over to first base, but the play is made. It's a line drive to the third baseman.
Number 19, Kyle Rosa.
Now Kyle Rosa stands in. He's 5 for 12 in his 4 district games with a pair of doubles. Has an RBI. He's walked once, only struck out twice. And he's a right-handed hitter. Wade brings the first one. And that caught the inside corner of the plate. It's 0-1. Wade takes his time. Now brings it. Swing and a miss at the pitch on the outside corner. Rosa went chasing that one as it kept moving away from his bat. Wade going for a punch out right here. Here comes the 0-2. Breaking ball just missed the outside corner. Rosa was mainly a pitcher for Ridgepoint until this year. Now he's a very valuable part of the team, both hitting and throwing. He fouls one out of play, and it lands between the concession stand and the hitting facility here at Elkins. Wind feels like it's starting to die down just a little bit here. Wade rocks in, brings the 0-2, and it's sliced down the right field line, but it'll twist to the right of the foul line and drop harmlessly to the turf. Here's the defense for the Knights. Logan Abity is the catcher. Ethan Muniz at first base. Joseph Binder at second. Jacob Binder at short. Jaden Whitsitt at third base. Braylon Payne in left. In center, it's Derek Burton and Stephen Hallmark in right field for Elkins. Wearing the royal blue tops with the Vegas gold letters in the front. And there is a called strike 3. The Uncle Charlie grazes the bottom of the strike zone. 2 away and nobody on, and Elkins has to like this start. But now Garrett Johnson 5 for 11 in his district games. He has a double. Seems like everybody in the top half of the lineup for Ridge Point has a double. 3 RBIs in district games. He's walked 3 times. First pitch to Garrett is a breaking ball, and it's mid-thigh right down the middle. 0-1. So Brent Schmidt looking for his ace Adam Wade to throw more strikes, and he certainly is so far. He rocks and brings the 0-1. That burns off the outside corner, strike 2. Ridge Point wearing the road gray pants with the purple piping on either leg. Purple jerseys with the gray letters and numerals. Wade rocks and brings the 0-2. Way high and outside. No chase by Garrett Johnson. Slightly open stance for the right-handed swinger. Here's the 1-2. Another breaking ball. That one also misses high, the count even 2-2. I brought my big umbrella tonight because you just never know. If I don't bring it, it's going to rain. But everything is in place, and I'm protected, so that means we probably won't see a drop. Swing and a miss. Down goes Garrett Johnson. 2 strikeouts in the top of the first for the Elkin Knights, and their ace, Adam Wade, will return to the Castle Rick Carpenter Field here in Missouri City on VypeFortBend.com.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New performance starter plus internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
We mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
We want to thank the team at Office Depot in Sugar Land for helping us take care of business. Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace, takes care of business every day, so VypeFortBend.com can bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. Oh, we are packed to the gills. We are not social distancing tonight. That's okay. I mean, nobody doesn't want a good seat to this ball game. Now, Jaden Whitsitt leads off for the Elkins Knights. 6 players among the regulars for Elkins hitting .350 or better. And the first pitch is down low from Tyler Dasher of Ridge Point. We'll set the defense for Ridge Point when we get a chance. 1-0. The right-hander brings it. It's a ground ball to second base. That'll be an easy play for Zach Ellis. And he fires it over to Carter Groen, and that'll get the first out.
Number 1, Jacob Binder.
Jacob Binder, who produced heroics here 1 week ago, beat Clements with a solo homer in the bottom of the 7th for a 4-3 victory, and Elkins has not lost any district games. Right-hander working to right-hander, swing and a miss by Binder. Looked like he was thinking about going deep. You know he's got to be thinking about that wind that's blowing out. The flags behind the castle wall flying very strong. And here's the dasher pitch. Took something off of that one, and it's grounded foul over on the left side. Jacob Binder hitting .435 on the season. 3 RBIs. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Dasher made him chase one. It got away from Nelson for a second. Throws on down to Groen. And quickly 2 outs for the Panthers. So score that one. The first strikeout for Tyler Dasher. Dasher, by the way, this is his 3rd start in district play, and now he brings it to Joseph Binder. And the first pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Dasher in his 2 district starts is 2-0. He's thrown 11 2/3 innings, only given up 7 hits, 2 runs, only 1 of them earned. Just missing actually it's a late call by the home plate umpire, and it's in there for a strike, 1-1 on Joseph Binder. Dasher in those 2 starts, 11 strikeouts and only 4 walks. Pitches out of the stretch. Binder watches that one sail outside, and it's 2-1. Joseph Binder with an on-base percentage of .404. Here's the 2-1 to him, and it's a ground ball between third and short into left field, and another hit for Joseph Binder. He is now 17 for 48 on the year. And by the way, I misspoke. I had said that there were 6 regular nights with a batting average of .350 or better, but it's actually 6 nights with an on-base percentage of .350 or better. And now here we go with Logan Abity. Dasher brings the first pitch home. Curveball swung on and missed. Dasher throws hard over there, and diving back in is Joseph Binder. So with that hit, Joseph's average, .340, which is not even the best on the team. It's 3rd best. And Abity launches one down the left field line, but he yanks it foul. He got that one up in the air. And if you hit that one about 60 feet to the right, it's going to leave the castle. Or I guess I should say, fly over the castle wall. That wind continues to blow in hard from center field, or blowing hard out to center field, although it's making my umbrella lean the wrong way. 0-2 on Abity. A throw over produced nothing for Ridgepoint. Dasher now comes set, brings it. Abity with a good rip, but he fouls it straight back into the net. The Knights looking to get more strikes from their pitchers and field the position better, but Ridgepoint's defense has been almost immaculate in district play. Here's the 0-2, down and away. Nice backhand by Nelson, and the count 1-2 on Abity. Abity hitting at .350. His on-base percentage is .500. Dasher looks over at Binder. Here comes the 1-2. Abity started to go, let it go, and it went down and away. 2-2 is our count. No score, bottom of the first. The Elkins Knights batting. Dasher with a long look in at his catcher Nelson, and it's too long for Abity, who asks for time and gets it. Binder again taking his lead over at first. Here's the 2-2. There goes Binder, and it's a swing and a miss. Down goes Abity. That will do it for the Knights. In the bottom of the first, no runs on one hit, no errors, one man left, and we'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
Thank you. Want to say hello to the fans in New York and Georgia who are part of Carter Groen's family. He's the first baseman for Ridgepoint, and I just talked to his dad, who does the PA announcing when the games are on the hard-scrabble streets of Siena. No score after 1 inning, and Adam Wade to face Brandon Nelson, Zach Ellis, and the aforementioned Carter Groen. Both teams 4-0 in district play. So now Brandon Nelson, he's got a 3-game hit streak, and he's the only player on the Ridgepoint squad who has that going. He's a lefty hitter, 5 for 12 in his 4 district games, 3 RBIs. He's walked twice, and very important here, no strikeouts. Left-handed hitter. Abity sets up on the outside corner. Breaking ball misses, and it's 1-0. Wade takes his time before he rocks and brings the 1-0. Nelson takes, and it's on the outside corner for a strike. And I've got to be careful in this one. Don't call it a ball or a strike until you're sure the umpire is not going to raise the right hand. Wade brings the 1-1, and it's nubbed foul on the left side, right off the end of the bat. Nelson is firmly ensconced as the regular catcher for Ridgepoint. Moves the bat behind his head in a circle. Wade, the slow windup. Here comes the 1-2. And it hit Nelson right in the rib cage. So Wade's been throwing strikes and doing a good job of that, but that one really got away from him, and now Zach Ellis comes up. Zach Ellis, 3 for 12 in 4 district games. He's driven in 3. And he also has a walk to his credit, and back to the right-handed hitters for Wade. Ellis takes a long look at Clinton Welch down the third base line, running through all the signs. Dossett is running at first base, a courtesy runner for Nelson. From the stretch for the first time, and a throw over. Yep, it's Mason Dossett. He had a stolen base in the district opener against Clements. He's been brought in strictly as a courtesy runner in the district games so far. Ellis ready, first pitch to him. Bunted down the first base line, but trickles into the grass on the foul side of the line. 0-1. There are a couple of vehicles up on the berm beyond the left field castle wall. It's a great place to picnic on the beautiful days, and the people with those vehicles out there are a little bit courageous. We could be seeing the raindrops. Wade ready to bring the 0-1. Ellis digs in. Here comes the pitch. And it's a one-hopper to second base. Joseph Binder to Jacob Binder. Gets the out at second and on to first for the double play. And the Knights playing sharp defense. The DP goes 4-6-3. And that's a nice way to pick up Adam Wade after he hit Nelson with the pitch. Now Carter Groen stands in with the bases empty and 2 outs. He holds the bat by the barrel and kind of whacks himself on the back of the right leg with the handle. I'm sure his relatives have seen him do that. Wade brings the first pitch. Nice rip, but he comes up empty. The fastball blew right by him, and it's 0-1. Groen is 1 for 6 in district play. He's driven in a run, and he's walked 4 times. Here's the 0-1. Sails away, 1-1. Groen stands pretty close to the front of the right-handed batter's box. The 1-1. Inside, he backs away, and the pitch framed by Abity. He thought it actually caught the strike zone. But Wade and company don't get the call. It's 2-1. Congratulations, Houston Cougars and Baylor Bears. You're going to the Final Four. The only problem is it's against each other. Swing and a miss at the 2-1, and the count even on Carter Groen. Groen. Wade rocks and brings the 2-2. Swing and a miss. And that's his 3rd strikeout. And he's not exactly retired everyone in order, but thanks to the double play, he has faced the minimum through 2 innings and will go on to the bottom of the 2nd. No score between Ridgepoint and Elkins.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Be sure to get out to First Tire and Automotive. There is a location not too far from where you live if you live in Fort Bend County. And they have some great specials, but let's see, this is the 30th, right? I guess you better get in there tomorrow. The month of March specials are outstanding. They have $50 off of a brake pad replacement. Great discounts on synthetic and synthetic blend oil changes. If you get a set of 4 new tires, they'll knock $50 off of that. So Tyler Dasher out there for his 2nd inning of work for Ridgepoint. Dasher has thrown 11 strikeouts in his 2 district game starts, but so far it is Adam Wade who is the king of the strikeouts. He's thrown 3 so far in 2 innings and now leading it off for the Elkins Knights. In inning number 2, it's Ethan Muniz, the first baseman. Left-hander against Dasher, takes the first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Great crowd on hand. It's the best baseball crowd we've seen all year, no doubt about that. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Muniz hitting .275, .356 on-base percentage. Ready for the 0-2. Here it comes. And it's a ground ball towards second base. Easy play for Ellis. Scoops it and fires over to Groen. 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd.
Number 13, Amir Sabahi.
Amir Sabahi is batting .292. He's 7 for 24 on the season. He has 5 RBIs. And the first pitch to him is in there for a strike. Right-handed swinger with the low, slow swings. Adam Wade waiting to bat next. He'll be hitting for himself. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, and that one's high. The 2 years that Elkins and Ridgepoint were both in Class 5A were just classics. 4 amazing games between the two teams. The 1-1 pitch is high, and it's now 2-1. Sabahi with the very stylish white shoes. He inadvertently knocked some dirt back on Nelson. Said, "Sorry, bro, my bad," or something to that effect. 2-1 pitch, just below the knees. It was right over the plate. And as he delivered that pitch, Tyler Dasher's cap flew off.
Here you go, kid.
Of course, I could be proven wrong very quickly, but I have a feeling this game could be 0-0 for a while, as the 2-1 pitch catches the outside corner, and the guy on the scoreboard, he already put the count at 3-1, but it's actually 2-2. We do get delayed calls from the home plate umpire. Dasher comes set, pitching from the stretch all the time, and that's a called strike, 3 at the knees. Two away now, and now it is Adam Wade.
Number 19.
He's 6'5", and yes, he has a big strike zone from the left-handed box. Tyler Dasher's kind of a little fella, but he throws hard. Mano a mano, here we go. First pitch, swung on and lashed on the ground, foul to the right of first base. And coming out of the dugout to get it for Ridgepoint, I always like to identify those guys who chase the stray baseball. Hunter Nichols. He's the closer, but not too proud to chase a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Wade takes outside. You know, Wade being a pitcher, there's no way he's going to be chasing that one. Dasher brings the 1-1. That is hit high in there to right center field. It's up in the wind. Look out, it could go. It is gone. Home run for Adam Wade. His first one of the season and the second home run of the season for these Elkins Knights. So he stakes himself to a 1-0 lead. Bang, zoom to the moon. We might have a beautiful moon tonight, but there's so much cloud cover I can't really tell. But how about Adam Wade going yard with it?
Number 18.
So let's see, he had a double, he had a triple. Now he has 3 extra base hits, a double, a homer, and a triple. Now Braylon Payne, the left fielder, another left-handed hitter, and he swings at the first pitch, 2-hopper to second base. Ellis double clutches, throws to Groen, gets his man. That'll retire the side, but the Elkins Knights strike, and they get a run on the solo bomb by Adam Wade. We'll be back on Vype, FortBend.com.
Are you ready?
Ready for anything. For what life throws at you, at your kids.
Are they ready to study, research, write papers?
To do all the amazing things they don't even know they're capable of yet.
Internet Essentials from Comcast brings affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. Now available to low-income households eligible for public assistance programs like Medicaid, the National School Lunch Program, SNAP, housing assistance, and others. Visit InternetEssentials.com to apply. No credit check, contract, or installation fee. Taxes, extra restrictions apply.
You are the master of the multitask, the champion of making it happen. Taking care of business is not for the faint of heart. Still, you take care of it. And we mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
We want to thank the team at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land, taking care of business every day so VypeFortBend.com can bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. We've brought you more than 100 broadcasted events during the year 2020-2021, all in one school year, and we are going to easily surpass our record, which was 106. And that happened in 2019 when the Ridgepoint Panthers went all the way to the state championship baseball game. Ridgepoint sends up Ferris, Kennett, and McComas.
Leading off for the Panthers, number 5, Owen Ferris.
Owen Ferris 2 for 10 on the district season in 10 and 4 games and 2 RBIs, and he takes the first pitch, fastball strike right down the middle. Ferris has walked twice and struck out twice in those 4 district games, right-handed hitter. Wade rocks and brings the 0-1. Swing and a miss at the changeup. I think he had thrown his bat through the zone before the ball was 3 feet away. Really took something off of that one. 0-2. Wade brings it high and away for a ball. This field named for Rick Carpenter, who retired in 2019 with 4 state championships, 3 with Elkins in 97, 2002, and 2003, and another one in 2015 with Prosper. Swing at the third strike, but the throw down as the pitch came into the dirt, got away from Abity, but he quickly recovered and threw to first. So that's strikeout number 4 for Wade.
Number 4, J.J. Kennett.
J.J. Kennett. He's been productive at the bottom of the Ridgepoint lineup. Right-handed hitter, looks at the first pitch, and that's a beautiful rip, but it's fired into the brick wall behind home plate. Kennett is 2 for 8 on the district season, 2 RBIs, 4 walks. Wade shakes off a sign from Abity. Now the left-hander gets the one he wants, begins his motion, the pitch on the way, and a breaking ball high, 1-1. Both teams well represented. Nobody had to drive very far to get here. Here's the 1-1, swung on and missed, 1-2. Kennett takes a short walk out of the batter's box, kicking some dirt up there to the front. Now there's plenty of soft dirt to land on when he steps into it. Checked his swing, and the 1-2 is down and in over his toenails. That evens the count. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and fouled back over the backstop and into the construction zone, which pretty much the whole Elkins campus is just that. They are making some great improvements, and you can't help but see the presence of Hellas Construction. They love to put field turf down. Here's the 2-2, and fighting it off beautifully. It was a change-up, and Kennett just kind of threw the barrel of the bat at the ball and nicked it over toward his team's dugout. They have to round up some baseballs, and coming out of the Elkins dugout to deliver some of those is Copeland Jones. I'll bet some people call him Bubba. Something just tells me. Copeland with a K, Jones. All right, here comes another 2-2 pitch. Kennett ready, takes it high, and the count goes full, 3-2. The only base runner that Adam Wade has allowed so far was a hit by pitch on the catcher, Brandon Nelson. Here's the 3-2. Kennett ready. And it's high for ball 4. So Devin McComas comes up, backup quarterback on the football team. McComas has definitely made his presence felt on this team as a pitcher, but I think this is the first time he's been in the lineup to hit in a district game. Wade from the stretch brings it. Check swing, and it misses the outside corner, 1-0. Elkins fans thought that should have been a called strike. Wade looks in, comes set at the belt. Wind rippling at his jersey, and he makes a quick snap throw over. And Kennett easily gets back in, but he has to dive. He's wearing the big oven mitt on his left hand. Wade ready to bring the 1-0. Here it comes. Breaking ball away. Abity fakes the throw to first. And the count 2-0. So after the walk to Kennett, McComas might have himself something good to hit here on 2-0. Infield at double play depth. Wade comes set. The 2-0. Downstairs, and it's 3-0. That was right over the plate, but below the knees. By the way, the Elkins Knights are wearing the Vegas gold caps with the royal blue E. Here's the 3-0, but first a throw over. McComas is back, or I'm sorry, Kennett is back. It's McComas in the batter's box. Taps the outside corner, then the inside. Wade ready to bring the 3-0. Here it comes. Down and in, ball 4. 2 consecutive walks. And runners at first and second with only 1 out. So Wade was masterful, only allowing 1 base runner on a hit by pitch in the first 2 innings, but 2 walks here. Back to the top of the order, Justin Vasas. As in Colossus. And I will say that in the 2019 postseason, as a freshman, he did play like a Greek god.
Justin Vasas.
Lined hard to the third baseman Whitsitt his first time. Wiggling that back foot from the right-handed batter's box, slightly open stance. Wearing number 8 this year. He wore number 7 as a freshman. Wade looks back at second. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball and in there for a strike. And Abity wants to go out and talk to his pitcher, even though that was a beautiful pitch and Abity caught it. They might have crossed each other up just a little bit. So the conversation is short. Logan Abity, one of the many little brothers on this Elkins team, as his brother Braden was a star for the Knights. Wade looks back at second, brings the 0-1. Inside, 1-1 on Vasas. The wind still blowing out, but not very hard. And Wade started to come home, but he turned around and looked at second and easily getting back Kennett. Coach Welch told me it was Kennett, but others have told me it's Kennett, so that's what I'm going with. Pitch bounces in, and that'll enable Kennett to get to third base, and it also enables McComas to get to second. So that's a wild pitch. And the count 2-1, and you're really hearing it. I think you're really hearing it out of the Ridgepoint dugout, doing everything they can to rattle Adam Wade. Ready to bring the 2-1. Here it comes. Vossas looks at a curveball, and that just misses the outside corner. Wade definitely does not want to walk the bases full. Here's the 3-1, and he does walk the bases full. It's high to Vossas, and the bags are packed full of Panthers. And I wonder if we're going to see a mound visit here from Jason Slanina of the Elkins Knight staff, and Kyle Rosa coming up. He struck out his first time, but opportunity is knocking for the Dutch boy. And here comes Jason Slanina right on cue. He is the pitcher whisperer for Elkins. And here we are at Rick Carpenter Field, the field they named for the great coach who led the Knights to 3 state championships. I don't think there's going to be any change here. They just need to talk over what Wade is doing with his mechanics and also strategize about what to do wherever the ball might be hit. So those of you who are young whippersnappers and weren't around when Rick Carpenter was winning state championships here, well, you know his son Matt is still a star in Major League Baseball with the St. Louis Cardinals. And he was a star here at Elkins as well. So the mound conversation is over, but before he goes back to the dugout, Coach Slanina is having a conversation with the home plate umpire. And it's not angry, but it's a little more animated than usual. And Slanina dropped his Vegas Gold Gator down just so, as if to say, read my lips. Okay, Rosa stands in. Bases loaded with 1 out, 1-0 Knights. Rosa rips at the first pitch and comes up empty, 0-1. Well, whatever Slanina said to Wade, evidently it inspired him to bring the heat. Rosa looks down at Coach Welch in the third base box. All the base runners taking a look at the head coach. More signs. And Rosa steps back into the box. Wade's been standing there a long time with his left arm hanging down, ready to bring the baseball. Here comes the 0-1, and it's a safety squeeze as Kennett started moving down the line from third, but Rosa, after squaring to bunt, pulled it back. 1-1 the count. Open stance for Rosa. Kind of a deep crouch. Here's the 1-1. Looks at a pitch on the inside corner for a strike. In a high-stakes game like this one, you never know if what happens here in the top of the third could make the difference in the game. Wade brings the 1-2. Rosa looks at a curveball inside, again framed by Abity, but I think the home plate umpire got the call right and the count even, 2-2. Wade likes to work quickly, ready to bring the 2-2. Here it comes. Rosa looks at a curveball right down Knight's court, and it's a called strike 3. 2 away, and here is what could be a moment of truth as Garrett Johnson stands in. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Little sneak in to second base, but that's not going to be a pickoff of McComas. And now the first pitch is a curveball to Johnson, misses high. Slightly open stance, black batting gloves. Ready for the 1-0. And a big rip, and he swung underneath a fastball from Adam Wade. Wade taking a little more time. Critical pitch. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Great place to be on a Tuesday night. Wade brings the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got himself out of a jam. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. Ridgepoint shaking its head over a missed opportunity, and we will go to the bottom of the third. Elkins on top of Ridgepoint, 1-0.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know. Take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
We missed y'all last year.
I missed this.
Yeah, I'm sure.
By the way, I'm talking to a fan. What's your name, sir? Pick up the microphone.
David Garza.
Okay.
My
You're
son
somebody's
Grant
dad?
Garza played a couple years ago.
Outstanding. So Mr. Garza was just saying he missed me. Well, I missed everybody here. I felt like, in the movie Field of Dreams, remember when Shoeless Joe Jackson said to Ray, when he was asked about getting kicked out of baseball, he said it felt like having part of me amputated.
I bet.
Well, I don't know if I want to be that dramatic, but I did miss it very much.
I bet, I'm sure.
Thank you, Mr. Garza.
Hey, good to see you.
All right, so Mr. Garza's favorite team, the Knights, leading 1-0 here as we go to the bottom of the third. Burton to lead it off, then Whitsitt and Jacob Binder for the Knights. Open stance for Burton, late swing, and he slices it foul on top of the hitting facility, and it rolls over onto the other side. Burton moves the bat kind of vertically behind his head, shows bunt, pulls it back, and it misses the strike zone, and the count is 1-1. Burton digs in, and the pitch by Dasher misses outside, 2-1. Burton is hitting .273. No extra base hits on the year thus far. And he grounds one to third base, and that'll be no problem for Kennett. Double clutches, fires across, and 1 out. Score that one 5-3. Ridgepoint trailing 1-0 on a solo homer by Adam Wade of Elkins, and the Panthers got 3 men on via the walk in the top of the third and were unable to get them around as Wade pitched out of it by bringing the heat and throwing strikeouts, and now Whitsitt looks at a strike on the first pitch of this at bat. He grounded out to second base when he came up in the bottom of the first. Dasher pitching from the stretch all the time. The 0-1 pitch is popped in the air, foul ground behind home plate, and it's a nice catch over there by Nelson. Ran over by the Elkins Knights on-deck circle. I would love to hear if anything was said over there. Like, how's your mother? Something that shows you care. Now, Jacob Winder, not Winder. Sammy Winder used to play running back for the Broncos, but this is Jacob Binder. And the pitch bounces in and gets away from Nelson, 1-0. I remember, I think there is no family connection, but there was an athletic trainer at UTEP for the UTEP Miners. Doc Binder. I don't know what his actual first name was, but everybody just called him Doc Binder, and he was there for a long time. Here's the 1-0. Bounces in, and the count 2-0 on Jacob Binder, who was a strikeout victim the first time he came up. His brother Joseph waiting to bat. And now the noise coming out of the Elkins Knights dugout. The 2-0 pitch. And it's down and away, 3-0 to Jacob Binder. Will they give him the green light? Here's the 3-0, taken all the way, and that's right down the middle for a strike. Binder comes set, brings the 3-1, and that's a line drive into center field for a base hit. Coming over to get it is Garrett Johnson, quickly getting it back in, and that's a 2-out single for Jacob Binder. And just in case you're wondering about stolen bases, Jacob Binder, 4 out of 5 on the season.
Joseph Binder.
Now Joseph Binder in his senior year. He's been a varsity starter for 3 straight seasons. He singled in the first inning, so now the Binder brothers combine for 2 hits. And Joseph wants a moment. Rich, cold, creamy, and bursting with flavor. There's nothing quite like the Whataburger Dr. Pepper Shake, available for a limited time. Hope you don't want a Whataburger spicy chicken sandwich. They really meant it when they said available for a limited time. It is no longer available. Throw over and a dive back in by Jacob. Dasher, who has pitched 6 2/3 innings in starts and unable to finish, and on at least one occasion it was because he got jobbed on a ball strike call. 1-0 as he works to Joseph Binder. Now Dasher steps off. The tall, slender right-hander. Here's the 1-0, swung on and missed. Joseph Binder, off and on during his high school career, is like to wear that little wispy David Niven mustache. Here's the 1-1, and there goes his brother Jacob. The pitch bounces in, and Jacob slides into second with a stolen base. And he didn't really need to slide because Nelson was unable to catch that bouncing pitch cleanly. So a runner in scoring position for the Knights, who lead it 1-0. Joseph Binder with the white shoes. Wears those royal blue socks high. And now Dasher wanted to step off, and he'll have his catcher Nelson go through the signs again. 1-0, Elkins on top, bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. Swung on late, and he fouled a curveball back. In the count, 2-2.
Here we go, kid.
It was a remarkable year in 2015 when Elkins and Ridgepoint were both in Class 5A, and they both went to the third round of the playoffs. Here's the 2-2, lined into center field, and that will drop in front of Johnson. Johnson comes over to get it, but Jacob Binder rounds third and comes home with the second run for the Elkins Knights. It's 2-0. 2 for 2 is Joseph Binder, and he gets the RBI single. So the Knights got all of this done with 2 outs. Burton grounded out to third base, and then there was a foul pop-up by Whitsitt. And the Binder brothers with consecutive hits. And thanks to that stolen base by Jacob, he was able to come around and score, and now it's Abbott's time. He's 0 for 1. Righty against righty as Tyler Dasher brings it. That is ripped into left field but caught on the line. It was right at Rosa, and quickening heartbeats for the Ridgepoint faithful. They get out of the inning, but they allow 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. And we'll go to the top of the 4th. Elkins 2, Ridgepoint nothing.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
VypeFortBend.com presentation of Fort Bend County Baseball is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity is a proud supporter of Fort Bend and Greater Houston High School sports on VypeFortBend.com. With the new Xfinity Sports Zone app, watch multiple games at once and check live stats and scores while watching another game. It's the best sports entertainment experience with Xfinity X1. And by First Tire and Automotive, make sure your vehicles are in shape for the spring. First Tire and Automotive has locations in First Colony, Greatwood, Katy Cinco Ranch, and on Eldridge Road in Sugar Land, and all 4 of them are open on Saturdays. For the best prices on tires, go to firsttireandauto.com. For Ridgepoint, it's Nelson, Ellis, and Groen to come to bat. They're down 2-0 as we go to the top of the 4th. And head coach Clinton Welch just now making his way from the first base dugout all the way over to the third base coaching box. Lefty swinging Brandon Nelson, hit by a pitch his first time. Holds the bat high. Adam Wade brings the first one downstairs for a ball, and it trickles underneath the catcher, Logan Abity. Nelson ready, and Wade ready to rock and bring the 1-0. Swung on high in the air to left field, but it won't carry. Braylon Payne is under it, 2 steps back, and he grabs it. So Adam Wade still has not allowed a hit as Ridgepoint bats in the top of the 4th.
Number 6, Zach Ellis.
Zach Ellis hit into a double play his first time. Moving the dirt around in the batter's box. First pitch to him is high and away, and it gets through Abity's mitt, rolls back to the backstop. And somebody who really likes to chase down foul balls, Travion Smith. Kind of moves like Ricky Henderson. Here's the 1-0. Pitch is high, 2-0 now on Ellis. Ellis adjusts the Velcro on the batting gloves before he steps back in. Here's the 2-0, and that misses inside. 3-0 on Zach Ellis. Wade walked 3 batters in the 3rd, but Ridgepoint was unable to get anything out of it. Now it's 3-0 on Ellis. And he takes one right on the outside edge. Ellis steps out and then back onto the subway platform. not crowding the plate. Here comes the 3-1, and it bounces in. He'll get a free pass to first base. Fourth walk for Wade. Carter Groen struck out his first time, and I'm going to start to say something, and you're going to wonder where I'm going with it, but I noticed that Carter really likes to wear those tight baseball pants, and I can't help but forget the story of Kevin Mitchell in Game 6 of the 1986 World Series. He thought he was done, and he thought the Mets were about to lose to the Red Sox and the World Series would be over. So he went into the clubhouse, and he took off his baseball pants. Hold that thought. Groen asked for time. Thank you, Carter. I can get to tell more of that story. So Mitchell threw his baseball pants into a laundry hamper, and a clubhouse attendant just took them away. And then Davey Johnson says, Mitchell, you're going to pinch hit. He had to find a pair of pants. He found some that were way too small. First pitch to Carter Groen, bounces in, and it's ball one. So when you look at highlights of that Game 6 from 1986 where the Mets came back and beat the Red Sox in that game and then went on to win the World Series, when Kevin Mitchell comes on in the final inning, just look at his pants. Yeah, they're way too tight. It's a wonder he didn't split them. Here's the 1-0, high and away for a ball. Abity with a snap throw down to first, and Ellis is back in. So Ridge Point has been threatening, but without the benefit of a hit. Wade bounces with that front foot. Now he throws over. That one's not close as Ellis gets back in. By the way, we're hoping we can get a report on the playoff soccer match involving the Ridge Point girls. Here's the 2-0, and that bounces back behind Groen and hits him on the right heel. And that's the second hit by pitch of the game for Adam Wade. And I suppose the catcher, Abity, could say something to a Ridge Point hitter like, I swear to God, I don't know where the next one's going. But I don't think that would intimidate anyone. Owen Ferris will bat next, but not before a brief mound conference as Whitsitt and Abity went out to talk to Wade for just a moment. Owen Ferris is 0 for 1 with a strikeout that began the third inning. Wade ready to bring it. Here it comes. And that's high for a ball. Control has been hard to come by for Adam Wade in these last two innings. He got the strikeouts when he needed them in the top of the third. And now here comes assistant coach Jason Slanina again. I think he might have spotted something. And from where I am, I've changed my position. I usually go set up my table down on the sidewalk where I'm at field level, but tonight, because I thought I might need an umbrella, I came up in the stands, so from where I am, I can't see the Knights bullpen. But I have a feeling if there was somebody warming up down there, I would at least see the tops of their heads. Coach Slanina is done with the conversation, and now Wade walks to the back of the mound. His infielders return to their spots. Ridge Point trailing 2-0, top of the fourth. And with one out, they have runners at first and second. With a hit by pitch and a walk. And that one is downstairs, and just avoiding having it hit him in the foot is Ferris. Count runs to 2-0. Adam Wade hearing plenty of encouragement from the Elkins fans who hope he can start finding the strike zone with on a more regular basis. And he looks back at second, and hustling back is Ellis. Ellis in scoring position, and Groen is at first after the hit by pitch, representing the tying run. Ferris ready. There's a strike on the inside corner. What a crowd. It's a beautiful crowd. The pack is parked. The park is packed. Wade brings the 2-1. Breaking ball high. Somebody said good pitch, but I do believe it was high. 3-1 now on Owen Ferris. Wade looks back at second. Here's the pitch. And it's on the outside corner, a tailing fastball. The Ridgepoint fans didn't like that call. So the count goes full, still only one out. Ellis running off of second and Groen running off of first. And here comes Coach Slanina again. And he doesn't want to cross that third base line unless he's going to make a change. Well, wait a minute. He's asking the home plate umpire if he can, and the home plate umpire says, no, you may not. So he gets up within a foot of the third base line, says something to Wade, now goes back to the dugout. And Ferris steps back in, ready for the 3-2. Wade brings it. Swung on and missed. He gets another strikeout when he badly needs it. 2 away.
Number 4, J.J. Kennett.
Now it'll be up to J.J. Kennett. Seven strikeouts already for Adam Wade. J.J. Kennett doesn't want to grind the dust out of the bat handle, but he looks at the first pitch, and it's high and away for a ball.
Here we go, 1-9.
Kennett walked in inning number 3. Wade bends at the waist and starts to come set, and then he steps off. Here's the 1-0. Inside. No, it caught the inside corner. And I think that was a generously given inside corner in the count 1-1. Ellis really wants to come home as he takes his lead off of second. Joseph Binder slinking in behind him. Here's the 1-1. Curveball, check swing. Did he go around? What's going on? I'm not sure what the call is by the home plate umpire, but it's got to be something bad for Elkins because head coach Brent Schmidt is out of the dugout to talk to the home plate umpire. It was down and in. 2-1 is now the count on J.J. Kennett. This game is already getting contentious, and I love it. Wade ready to throw the 2-1. Here's the pitch. Started to go, kept the bat on his shoulder, but it's a called strike 2. 2-2. Ellis has been at second for a long time. Groen's been at first with his hit by pitch for a while. Here's the 2-2. Curveball, called strike 3 on the inside corner, and Ridgepoint is denied again. They left the bases loaded in the third, and they leave 2 on here. So we'll move to the bottom of the 4th inning. Elkins 2 and Ridgepoint nothing.
You are the master of the multitask, the champion of making it happen. Taking care of business is not for the faint of heart. Still, you take care of it.
Taking care of business.
But who takes care of you? Office Depot Office Max. We supply you, copy you, and tune you up. Members get 2% back in rewards on everything, and we mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot.
Okay, I don't know if you, the listeners, just heard that message that I made a talk-to-text to our producer, Suna Venkat. We're struggling with a little bit of connectivity problems here. But I think we're back on. And Adam Wade with 2 consecutive wild pitches in this first one is going to score a run for Ridgepoint. Devin McComas slides home 2 consecutive wild pitches. And now it is Kyle Rosa at third base. And Garrett Johnson still in the batter's box, now with a runner at third and only 1 out. Okay, now I'm going to say hi to Ed in California. I think we are finally connected again. And Ed, you're just in time, but I have bad news. Ridgepoint has scored a run without the benefit of a hit. They trail Elkins 2-1. There's a runner at third and just 1 out in the top of the 5th. Wade brings it, and it hits Garrett Johnson. This is a red-hot Chili Peppers game, and if the Knights don't find a way to throw strikes, they're going to give it away now. Now we have runners at the corners, and I believe Adam Wade's night is done, and he'll get a nice ovation from the Knights fans. Copeland Jones is going to come in and pitch. We'll take a break and be back. This is VypeFortBend.com.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
Well, I put together some great pitching notes on the Elkins staff, and I'm sure that head coach Brent Schmidt and assistant coach Jason Slanina were hoping that I was not going to need to use them, because Adam Wade was brilliant through the first 2 innings, but then he just lost his control. Copeland Jones comes on. This will be his 7th appearance of the season. 8 2/3 innings thus far. He has a record of 2 wins, 1 loss. 6 hits allowed in those 8 2/3 innings. 6 runs allowed, 4 of them earned. 8 walks, 2 strikeouts for Copeland Jones. He's hit 3 batters by pitch. His ERA is 3.23, and here is his first pitch. It is a called strike as he delivers to Brandon Nelson. Copeland Jones, a strong right-hander. With runners at first and third and 1 out, top of the 5th. The wind feels like it's died down now. It's still blowing out a little gently towards center field. Nelson ready and takes a pitch high. It's 1-1. Copeland Jones with a whip of 1.62, throws 51% strikes. That pitch is outside, and it's 2-1. Opposing batters are hitting 200 against Copeland Jones this year. And the catcher, Abity, looks over at the dugout. By the way, Adam Wade is now playing first base. Ridgepoint down 2-1. Breaking ball in there on the inside part of the plate. That was a big hook to Nelson. Great execution by Jones. Garrett Johnson at third. Correction, it is Rosa at third and Garrett Johnson at first. And that pitch down and in. And it's now 3-2. So on the first hitter that he faces, Copeland Jones goes to a full count. Nelson was hit by a pitch his first time. Flied out to left field his next time. Here's the pitch from Jones. Took something off of it. It's down low for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Oh, those bases on balls. They are killing the Knights so far. And the game may be hanging in the balance right here in the top of the fifth. The go-ahead run is at second base in the person of Garrett Johnson, who has good speed. Dossett comes on to run for Nelson. He's at first. Zach Ellis hit into a double play and walked. Facing Copeland Jones the first time. The right-hander brings it. Breaking ball in there for strike one. I think that was a slider, actually. Had that frisbee movement on it. Hi, Ed in California. Wish you were here. Jones comes set. Brings the 0-1. Swung on and fouled straight back. Nice hack by Ellis. Well, the Ridgepoint bats have been silent. The only reason they've been able to get a run on the board is because of walks. And a couple of wild pitches that sealed the fate of Adam Wade, and his pitching night was done. He's over at first base now, and it's Copeland Jones on the mound. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball down and away from Ellis. No way he's chasing that one. By the way, Ridgepoint fans, be with us on Thursday night. We have softball. The Austin girls taking on Ridgepoint. And Ridgepoint gave Austin a spanking the first time around in peaceful, bucolic Pheasant Creek. But this time, the rivalry moves to the hard-scrabble streets of Siena. Copeland Jones brings the 1-2. Ellis started to go, held up, and it's down and away for ball two. The count even. The noise coming out of the Ridgepoint dugout. Copeland Jones hearing it. Now he wants his catcher, Abity, to go through the signs again. Ellis steps back in. 2-1 game. Elkins on top, but Ridgepoint threatening with the bases loaded and one out in the fifth. The pitch to Ellis bounces in, skips away, and the catcher can't find it. And there's another run for Ridgepoint as Rosa slides into third. Everybody else moves up. It's 2-2. Rosa comes home on the wild pitch. Well, you got to love high school baseball, or at least if you like unpredictability, you love high school baseball. But, of course, we've got a long way to go. We've got a new game, and Ellis still in the batter's box now with a 3-2 count on him. That was one of those pitches that I'm not sure if it hit the black part of the plate in front, but if a baseball does that, it usually goes straight up. I don't know if it did that or if it ran up Logan Abity's arm. Here's the 3-2. Ellis lofts one high in the air toward third base. This will be Whitsitt's play in fair territory. He makes the catch. 2 away. So now you've got Dossett at second. He moved up on the wild pitch. And Garrett Johnson, the go-ahead run, is at third. And it'll be up to Carter Groen. And just in case we lost our signal before all the nice folks who are in Carter Groen's family, some in New York, some in Georgia. Hope we didn't lose you earlier, but just in case we did, I'm saying hi now. Thanks for listening to VypeFortBend.com. Groen ready. Looks at a curveball, just missed the outside corner. Copeland Jones has come on in relief of the starter Adam Wade. And the right-hander Jones still has a little bit of a mess to clean up, but the game is already tied. 7 hits for Elkins, 4 for Ridgepoint according to the scoreboard. And the second pitch down and away. There's a throw down, and Garrett Johnson back into third. So I guess if we lost our signal, you didn't get to hear the tight pants story about Carter Groen and Kevin Mitchell of the New York Mets from 1986. Here's the 2-0 breaking ball. Caught the outside corner, 2-1. Copeland Jones sporting a beard. There's some show on, I don't know if it's HGTV, but there's this couple, and, you know, they're the hosts of the show, and the husband has a big full beard, and from here, Copeland Jones kind of looks like that guy. I'm sorry I don't know the name of that couple, but they're very Southern, put it that way. All right, when Groen comes up the next time, I'll tell the tight pants story as he takes the 2-1 pitch high. 3-1 now, and Copeland Jones is in danger of walking the bases full. If he does, he would then face Owen Ferris. Groen digs in, taps the bat on the outside corner of the plate, then the inside, ready for the 3-1. Here it comes. Breaking ball, caught the inside corner, and the count goes full. Copeland Jones definitely is a finesse pitcher. Nods at his catcher, Abedy. Johnson leading off of third. Here comes a 3-2. In the dirt, ball 4, and Carter Groen walks. The bases are loaded again. And now it looks like Ridgepoint. Are they sending up a pinch hitter here? Yep, they are. Quinn Pfeiffer is going to bat. And in district play, he's had limited at-bats. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. And Coach Welch is talking to the home plate umpire. So Copeland Jones will see a fresh hitter. And Owen Ferris had been 0 for 2 with 2 swinging strikeouts. And now Coach Clinton Welch pushing the button and going to Quinn Pfeiffer. And Ridgepoint hoping that Elkins has not seen nothing like the mighty Quinn. Right-handed hitter. And Copeland Jones has been massaging the baseball with his pitching hand. Now here we go. 2 outs, bases loaded with Ridgepoint Panthers in a 2-2 game, top of the 5th. Here's the first pitch, and it's a strike on the outside corner with that slider. Quinn Pfeiffer now with his left foot out of the box, looks back down there at Coach Welch. Steps back in, slightly open stance. Copeland Jones brings the 0-1 and just got a piece of it. It trickles back to the backstop, and Pfeiffer is down 0-2. Spells his last name like Michelle Pfeiffer. And Jason Slanina is coming out of the dugout, the assistant coach for Elkins. I think he wants to just say something to Copeland Jones. He did not cross the third base line. Still a little bit of wind blowing out, and this time it's in left field, not straightaway center. Jones comes set, brings the 0-2. Pfeiffer loops it into left field, coming on his pain. He dives, and he didn't make the catch. 2-run score for Ridgepoint, and they lead it 4-2. And they're going to get the third out at third base. But coming home, Johnson and Nelson, or correction, Johnson and Dossett. Ridgepoint takes the lead, and we will move on to the bottom of the 5th inning. And the Panthers on top by a score of 4-2. This is VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
take care of you so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max.
Taking care of business.
Well, the Elkins fans might be saying something under their breath like hell's bells, or maybe even worse. There's no way that the Knights should be down in this game, but now they are, as Ridgepoint came through with 4 runs in the top of the 5th inning. Now Braylon Payne leads off, to be followed by Burton and Whitsitt for Elkins, and Tyler Dasher still out there throwing. First pitch swinging and fouled back behind us, and it's over there on the still under construction football practice field. Here's the next pitch from Dasher. Tried to burn off the outside corner but missed it. Payne is 0 for 1 with a second inning ground out to second base. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. A weak swing there by Payne. And now he's down 1-2. Left-hander steps back in there like he's really anxious to take a rip at something. 1-2 the count, and Dasher delivers. Downstairs, Nelson says, "That's good. That's right where I wanted you to throw it." But Payne was not fishing at that one. Count 2-2. Braylon crowds the plate from the left-handed box. Dasher comes set. Here's the pitch. And it's a called strike 3 on the outside corner, and the Elkins fans not liking it because I heard one of them say "good eye" before the umpire said it was strike 3, and I think it was outside the strike zone, but I guess it doesn't matter what we think up here. And, you know, I love both of these teams, so I don't really have a dog in the fight. I'm not leaning one way or the other. Nevertheless, 1 out, and now here's Burton. Grounded out to third his first time. Dasher comes set, brings it. Down and away for a ball. Burton, right-handed hitter. Dasher comes set. Roxanne fires the 1-0 on the outside corner for strike 1. Burton hitting .273 on the year coming into this game. He has 6 hits but no extra base hits. Swings at the 1-1, and it's into right field. Easy play for Ferris. And 2 outs. So if you let a team wriggle off the hook and you've been dominating them and you can't keep doing that, sometimes it's hard to keep the air or get the air back in the balloon. But long way to go for the Knights, plenty of chances. And out at the top of the order, it's Whitsitt. And Whitsitt looks at a ball just above the letters on the curveball delivery from Tyler Dasher. Dasher's given up some hits, but he's been efficient. Brings it. Burns off the outside corner, and the count is even 1-1. Dasher comes set. Brings it. Ground ball to third. Scooped up by Kennett. Gets a grip. Fires across. Gets his man. 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Dasher and the Ridgepoint Panthers. And when Ridgepoint comes up in the top of the 6th, they will send up, let's see, Kennett, McComas, and Vossas. We'll continue on VypeFortBend.com.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it, from unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
We see all you do to get work done, whether it's keeping your office clean or redesigning your space for 3 or 300. Our business is to keep business going. Buy online and pick up in store, or get free next business day shipping at Office Depot, Office Max, and OfficeDepot.com.
All right, so we have a new pitcher for the Elkins Knights, and he is Stephen Hallmark. Sorry about that. I'm just adjusting the audio for you. I want you to hear the crowd, but not so much that you can't tell what's going on. Okay, so Stephen Hallmark on to pitch for the Elkins Knights, and the first batter that he's going to face is J.J. Kennett. Left-hander Stephen Hallmark. Here's the first pitch, and he's a sidewinder, and it's lifted into right center field, and that will get down. It's going to roll near the wall, but Kennett is going to pull into second with a sliding double. Well, I guess he looked like he had seen Hallmark before. Hallmark with a record of 1-0. He's come out of the bullpen for a save, although this is not a save opportunity. This is his 8th pitching appearance. He's thrown 15 innings, given up 14 hits. Now he just gave up his 15th. He's allowed 7 runs, and 6 of those earned, 12 walks, 9 strikeouts. Batter's hitting .259 against Stephen Hallmark. Third pitcher of the night after Adam Wade and Copeland Jones. And now Devin McComas with a runner at second. And the pitch is outside. If you watch the movie Moneyball, Stephen Hallmark delivers pitches like Chad Bradford, except Chad Bradford was a right-hander. He just comes from the left. Hallmark brings it, and he catches the outside corner. 1-1 the count on McComas, the number 9 hitter for Ridgepoint. Panthers lead it 4-2 in the top of the 6th. Next pitch. Took a little something off of it, but it was outside for a ball, 2-1, and there's a throw quickly down to see if they could get Kennett straying off of second base, but though Abady's throw was a good one, he was back in time. Looks like Hallmark sets up with his left foot on the end of the pitcher's rubber that is closest to first base. Looks back at second. McComas taking a big lead. Here's the pitch. And swung and sliced into foul ground over near the bullpen, near the Ridgepoint dugout. Or on the same side as the Ridgepoint dugout. So you want to make sure I know who's in right field for Elkins. Number 20, that's Ethan Muniz. He has moved to right field. Here's the pitch, and it's in the dirt for a ball. McComas batting. Kennett led off the inning with a double. McComas ready. The left-hander Hallmark ready to deal. 3-2 the count, and that is lashed down the left field line. It's a fair ball. It'll score Kennett from second easily to make it 5-2. A pair of doubles in the 6th inning for Ridgepoint, and they now lead it 5-2. And McComas out on second base, and he's flexing. RBI double for McComas. Now with nobody out and a runner in scoring position, it's up to the top of the order, Justin Vasas. Stephen Hallmark with an ERA of 2.80 and a whip of 1.73. He's got 4 1-2-3 innings to his credit in the 5 full innings that he had pitched coming into this one, but I don't know if Ridgepoint scouted him or maybe he just doesn't have it tonight, but they have jumped on the pitches they threw to the first 2 batters. Dossett comes into the game for Ridgepoint, and he will run at second base for Kennett. Now Coach Welch. I'm not sure what change he's making, but it might be that Dossett, after running here, could possibly stay in the game and play for someone, or replace someone rather. And now Brent Schmidt comes out of the Elkins dugout. And he wants to talk to the home plate umpire, so he knows what the changes are. So Justin Vasas has been waiting a long time to get into the batter's box. By the way, the Ridgepoint Panther girls softball team has just shown up. And now here's the first pitch to Vasas, and it's outside for a ball. Hallmark looks back at second, brings it. Vasas takes. That looked pretty good, but it's a ball. I guess it was low, 2-0.
Wow. Check your phone, you missed that one too.
Vasas digging in. 2-0 the count. Hallmark looks back at second and brings it. That's a strike on the outside corner. Hallmark brings the next one. Vasas looks at one that's high, and it's 3-1. Hallmark looks back at second yet again. Ready to bring the 3-1 to Vasas. He rips one into left field, and it'll be caught by Payne. A brilliant catch out there. And Dossett has to dash back to second. And if the Knights can come back in this game, then they may look to that play as the thing that turned this one around. So Dossett still at second, and now it's Rosa.
Number 19, Kyle Risa.
And the PA announcer here does not realize that the last name of number 19 is pronounced Rosa. Hallmark seeing Kyle for the first time. 5-2 Ridgepoint after they added a run here in the top of the 6th. And Hallmark stepped off. Now he's back on. Here's Hallmark's pitch, and Rosa with a chopper to the left side of the infield. Whitsitt gloves it, but nobody's going to be able to make a play. Everybody is safe. And that's nobody's fault. It was just hit into no man's land. And both Jacob Binder and Whitsitt were converging. Neither one of it could get it cleanly. Neither one of them could get it cleanly. I'm writing something down. That's why I'm taking a pause here. So it's an infield single for Rosa. And now Garrett Johnson with runners at the corners and 2 outs. Hallmark bringing it. Pitch bounces in. Abity blocks it nicely, just like a goalie protecting the 5-hole. Hallmark, the sidewinder. Bends at the waist, looks in at Abity. Here's the pitch. Missed the outside corner, and it's 2-0. Hallmark comes set. Looks like he might quick pitch here, but it's a throw over to first base. And the tag applied by Wade, but back in easily as Rosa. Garrett Johnson on the night struck out twice and was hit by a pitch, came around to score. And he takes a pitch that just missed the outside corner, but I must say it looked pretty good. And the count's 3-0. Hallmark brings the next one. Down and in for a ball. Johnson walks. The bases are loaded. That pushes Rosa over to second. And it's Kennett still at third. Actually, Dossett running for Kennett. And now Brandon Nelson steps in. The catcher was hit by a pitch, flied out to left field and walked and came around to score in the 4-run fifth. One more has come across for Ridgepoint, and with 2 outs, bases loaded, they could break it open. Nelson looks at the first pitch, and I don't know where that was, but it's ball 1. Lefty Brandon Nelson seeing the sidewinder, left-hander Hallmark for the first time, the 1-0. And that's a strike. You might have heard "come on" from the Elkins fans. It's because the home plate umpire takes a full second before he shows us that it's a called strike. Nelson ready for the 1-1. Hallmark kicks and comes home, and it's way outside. Nice catch by Abity. 2-1. No place to put Brandon Nelson. Here's the 2-1. Up and in, 3-1, and Nelson, I think he was just angry that he didn't get something to swing at there. He's crowding the plate from the left-handed box. Hallmark is ready. Here comes the 3-1. And it's inside for ball 4. Another run for Ridgepoint as Gossett will trot home from third base. 6-2 is our score. Rosa moves to third. Johnson moves to second. And Nelson gets to first, but he is going to be replaced by pinch runner Tyler Martin. So I can't tell if anyone's warming up for Elkins, but Hallmark is still out there, and now he's going to face Zach Ellis. Ellis hit into a double play, walked and got to second, and hit a pop-up to the third baseman. Hallmark delivers the first one. Started to go, but he held up, and it's a strike on the inside edge. Nothing in one. The count on Zach Ellis, looking at Hallmark. After looking at Jones and Wade before that, and there's a Tapper foul over near third base, and Coach Welch picks it up. Wonders where he should go with the baseball. He's going to toss it into the Elkins dugout. So this didn't look like it was going to be Ridgepoint's night. and it still could be the Knights' night, but right now Ridge Point is on top 6-2 after they trailed after 4 innings 2-0. Here's a pitch that burns off the outside corner. It's a called strike 3. Down goes Ellis. Stood there like a house by the side of the road. And 2 away now, and Ridge Point is going to send up a pinch hitter now. It's Parker Menifee batting in place of Carter Groen. And now that means I don't get to tell the Kevin Mitchell, Carter Groen tight pants story. Or maybe I still can. Big Parker Menifee, great tight end on the football team. Powerful right-handed hitter, but before he sees the first pitch from Hallmark, Abity asks for time, and he's going to go out there and talk to his left-hander. Hallmark smiles at him, so maybe they know something we don't know. We don't have any hitting numbers on Menifee for the district games. We just have pitching numbers for him. Looks at the first pitch. In there for a strike. Menifee with a stance that is neither open nor closed. Ready for Hallmark's delivery, and he rips it. Bouncer, deep, short. Jacob Binder with a tough throw to make. Goes across, and it gets away from the first baseman, Wade. And 2 runs will score. It is 8-2 Ridge Point. Rosa and Johnson cross the plate, and now a 3rd run will score in the person of Tyler Martin because the throw went all the way into the dugout, and they're whooping it up in the Ridge Point dugout. They are a hero's welcome on a 3-run infield single, and Menifee ends up at second base. I don't know if we're going to see another pitching change, but Brent Schmidt is out of the Elkins dugout. We'll take a break and be back.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
Okay, we're back. We took that little time out. There was no pitching change. Hallmark is still out there. And here's the pitch. Swung on by Ferris. It's a ground ball to Binder at short. Fires across, gets the out. And that will end the top of the 6th. But Ridge Point scores 5 times. And now they lead it by a score of 9-2. We'll be back.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know. Take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Okay, we have a disturbing score for Elkins fans after leading 2-0 going to the top of the 5th. The Ridge Point Panthers now lead this game by a score of 9-2. Things have gotten kind of sloppy for the Elkins Knights. But I have something else that's I think anyone in Fort Bend ISD would agree is disturbing. The Travis Tigers were scheduled to play Dulles tonight, but that game is postponed because Dulles has COVID cases. And that news comes to me courtesy of Larry Chernock, the assistant coach for Travis, who has come to the ballpark tonight since he didn't have a game to coach tonight. Thank you, Larry, for that information. It's disappointing, but it's important that we know. So Dulles is going to quarantine until April 9th, and you know, him telling me that is important because I might need to change our broadcast schedule.
Leading off for the night, number 1.
So Dulles and Travis will reschedule their game for later. And by the way, we're going to have softball for you on Thursday night as the Austin girls will take on Ridgepoint at Ridgepoint. I have news about what Ridgepoint's girls did tonight. As here we go, Jacob Binder leading off the bottom of the 6th with his team down by 9-2. The wheels have come off for the Elkins Knights, and Ridgepoint has not had to crush the ball all over the yard to get it done. Second pitch from Tyler Dasher bounces in, and it's 1-1. Jacob Binder is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. Dasher has gone all the way for Ridgepoint. He's been efficient. Here's the 1-1, right down the middle for a strike. And Binder will need to go into protect mode. So courtesy of Blaine Simmons, who plays for the Ridgepoint varsity softball team, the Panther girls beat Clements tonight, 19-2, and now many of them are at the game. Swing and a miss by Jacob Binder, and down he goes. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 12, Joseph Binder.
Now Joseph Binder. Six strikeouts for Tyler Dasher. Joseph Binder is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles, and he looks as the first pitch is down and away. Binder's RBI single in the 3rd made it 2-0. But now it's 9-2 Ridgepoint. Dasher brings it, burns off the outside corner, strike 1, evening the count. Logan Abity due to hit next. Binder with an open stance. Dasher brings it. Swing and a miss. He was trying to go deep, but he came up empty, and it's 1-2. Check out what date it'll be where these two teams will play each other again. Here's the 1-2. Binder looks at a pitch away. Dasher comes set, brings the 2-2. And it's just outside. Ridgepoint fans didn't like that call. So on April 23rd, it'll be Elkins at Ridgepoint. The Knights will have to wait at least that long for a chance to get back at their rivals. Here's the 3-2. Binder takes outside, ball 4. We've had plenty of consequential rallies begin with a walk here tonight. So Joseph Binder goes down to first base. And just for the heck of it, I'll tell you what Binder's stolen base numbers are, although I don't expect him to try one here. He is for 3 for 3 on the season swiping bags. And now Abity, 0 for 2. High fly ball on the first pitch to right field, and backing up is Ferris. He's got the ball, and he throws over to first base, and it's a double play. I don't know why Joseph Binder kept going. Maybe he lost track of how many outs there were. But it's a double play, and it goes 9-3, and that'll do it. That is tough for head coach Brent Schmidt of Elkins to watch. We'll be back.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
All right, Ridge Point comfortably leading 9-2 as we go to the 7th. They'll send up Kennett, McComas, and Vasas. Kennett had a double and scored in the 5-run 6th. And here he is again. He's 1 for 2, including a walk, or not including a walk, and a walk in addition to the 1 for 2. Our broadcast week, assuming nothing gets in the way of it, let's see what we got next week. On Tuesday, Dulles at Ridge Point softball. Then on Wednesday night, Ridge Point at Travis. And by the way, there are a whole bunch of Travis baseball players. As we mentioned before, they didn't get to play tonight against Dulles because Dulles has COVID problems. And so Travis had nothing better to do, and they came over here and scouted Ridge Point a little bit. They'll play each other Wednesday. First pitch swinging by Kennett to right field, but backing up and making the catch is Muñiz. Muñiz had been playing first base. Now he's in right field. And Kennett gave it a ride, but there's one away. Now McComas. He has walked twice and scored twice.
Devin McComas.
Devin steps in, the number 9 hitter. Hallmark delivers the first pitch, and it's high and away for a ball. McComas waiting for the 1-0. Here it comes. Down and away, 2-0. So let's see. Next week, Tuesday night, Dulles at Ridge Point softball. Then on Wednesday, Ridge Point at Travis baseball. And then Friday night, Foster and Kempner baseball. And then on Saturday of next week, not Easter weekend, but the one after that, it's softball, Foster at Kempner. Trying to keep everybody happy. We know it's impossible. By the way, while I was talking, a strike delivered to McComas, 2-1 the count. Hallmark brings the next one, swung on and fouled back. The count even at 2-2. Ridge Point, unless they can't hang on to this 7-run lead, will have a 5-0 record. McComas, check swing. Did he go around? No, he did not. It's 3-2. All right, so Ridge Point will host Bush on Thursday. And then Ridge Point will be at Travis in the game that we'll broadcast on Wednesday of next week. There's McComas looping one over shortstop just beyond the glove of Jacob Binder. Talk about hit them where they ain't. Hey, Coach Chernock, I told everybody what you told me. Hey, there's Coach Grimm. I knew somebody had to escort Larry.
I do. I have to keep the ladies off.
So Vasas now stands in. McComas having himself a pretty good night. Stands at first with that single, and Vasas looks at the first pitch from Hallmark. And it hasn't gone the way that Elkins fans and Coach Brent Schmidt wanted it to go, but I think they might leave Hallmark out there, and he can finish this one off, and they will gather their forces for the next game. Vasas loops one toward left field. It's going deep. It is gone. Home run, Justin Vasas. And he has lots of doubles in district play, but this makes it 11-2. And as he's rounding third, Coach Welch motioning to his players, don't leave the dugout. When you score a run to make it 11-2, it's really not necessary to make a big show of it. But Justin Vasas really got a hold of that pitch from Hallmark and yanked it over the castle wall and left. Now Kyle Rosa. 2-run bomb by Vasas. How about that? Just a junior. And the first pitch to Rosa. On the outside edge for a strike. Kyle struck out twice and walked, and then he had a single in the 6th inning when Ridgepoint scored 5 times. Next pitch to him. Swings and misses at a pitch that fell off the table right over his toenails. It's 1-1. Well, our fears of rain were never materialized. I had the umbrella. That's why it didn't rain. If I hadn't brought it, we would be drenched, I'm sure. Rosa ready. Hallmark delivers. And it's a weak grounder to the right side. Wade gloves it. He'll take it to first himself. 2 away. Score that 3 unassisted, the first such play we've had tonight. And it'll be Garrett Johnson. Struck out, hit by a pitch, and walked. I'm sure he would love to put a ball in play here. Kicking the dirt around. Hallmark brings it, and it skips away from the catcher, Abity, 1-0. So what's coming up for Elkins? They're going to be hosting Travis on April Fool's Night right here at the Castle. Then they'll be at Austin on Wednesday night. Then on Friday, April the 9th, Elkins is going to be at George Ranch. And it looks like we're going to have another pitching change. Coach Brent Schmidt has gone out to the mound to take the ball from Hallmark. And we'll be back to tell you who the next guy up is. Here at the Castle, Rick Carpenter Field, Ridgepoint leading it by a score of 11-2 and continuing to bat here in the top of the 7th.
I have a question.
Are you ready? Ready for anything? Ready for what life throws at you? At your kids?
Are they ready to study, to research, to write papers?
To do all the amazing things they don't even know they're capable of yet. And what about you? Yeah, you. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Ready to take opportunity.
To make opportunity.
To be on top of things.
Internet Essentials from Comcast brings affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. Now available to low-income households eligible for public assistance programs like Medicaid, the National School Lunch Program, SNAP, housing assistance, and others. When you're connected, you're ready for anything.
It's a simple question.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Ready for anything.
Visit InternetEssentials.com to apply. No credit check, contract, or installation fee. Taxes extra. Restrictions apply.
The Knights go to their 4th pitcher of the night, and it is right-hander Seth Spies, making his 5th appearance of the season. He has a record of 0-1. He's thrown 7 1/3 innings, given up 8 hits, 3 runs, all of those earned, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts. He hasn't hit any batters. He has an ERA of 2.86 and a whip of 1.77. Throws 59% strikes, and opponents hitting .267 against Seth Spies. Now it's Garrett Johnson, right-hander, dealing to right-hander. Here comes Spies' first delivery. Check swing, but it's in there for a strike. Not a swinging strike. It was called. Spees wants Abity to go through the signs again, and now Johnson steps out. Now they need to talk to each other. Holds the glove up over the mouth. Pure paranoia in an 11-2 game. By the way, congratulations to the Kempner girls. Even though they lost to Friendswood last night, they lost on penalty kicks. Man, they played an amazing game against a team that was supposed to clobber them. They finished regulation time 1-1. Nobody scored in either of the overtimes, and then lost in penalty kicks 4-3 as Johnson takes his pitch low. And I think the count is 3-1. Johnson ready. Spees kicks and delivers it. Down and away for ball 4. So Spees walks the first hitter that he sees. His last name is spelled like Spies, like the movie Spies Like Us, which I never saw, but I understood that it was horrible. Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, not that they're horrible, but that movie was horrible. Now Nelson, left-handed hitting catcher for Ridgepoint, and he'll have to wait for his first pitches. There's a throw over, and Johnson dives back in. Ridgepoint has added 2 runs here on the 2-run bomb by Justin Vasas. And Nelson yanks one down the right field line, but it's twisting way foul. Over the berm, I think. That had pretty good distance on it. So Ridgepoint will emerge from its 5th district game. Still leading the league, and Nelson takes one high. Spees working to his second hitter. Walk Johnson. He's still leading off of first. And there's a pitch down and in to Nelson. 2-1. Zach Ellis in the on-deck circle. Abity wants an outside target. Swinging another long shot, but it's foul down the right field line, and it rattles around. That one did not leave the premises. Muniz picks it up and fires it back toward the Ridgepoint dugout. Justin Vasas does the honors. I'm sure he's feeling pretty good about himself after the 2-run shot. Nelson ready. And it's a slow roller toward Binder at second. Scoops it, he's got to go to first. That's the only play, but that's all he needs because there were 2 outs. 4-3 goes that put out, and now the Elkins Knights come up, trailing 11-2, and they will try to put something together here on VypeFortBend.com.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
All right, so Ridgepoint fans would love to see Tyler Dasher finish a game. And He's kind of been snake bit in that department lately. Excuse me just a moment. So I saw one of the games where Tyler Dasher threw 6 2/3 innings, and it looked like he had finished it off. And I believe that was the home game against Clements. If I'm not mistaken, their second district game. Can't remember if it was the second or the first. But now Braden Malfetto will come up for the Elkins Knights and try to get something going. Dasher starts him with a pitch that's over the plate but low. Braden Malfetto hitting .200 on the year. He's got 1 hit in 5 at-bats. Swing and a miss, and actually a foul tip into the mitt of catcher Brandon Nelson. Malfetto does have 3 RBIs on the year as the 1-1 pitch goes outside. Righty swinger facing Tyler Dasher. Dasher comes set, brings the 2-1, swung on and missed, the count even 2-all. Malfetto's hit was a double, and he watches the 2-2 pitch go outside, and the count now full. He steps out for a moment. Ready for Tyler Dasher's delivery. Downstairs, and Malfetto draws a walk.
Number 4, Nick Carroll.
Now Nick Carroll is going to bat. You know, Nicholas Carroll has batted, but he had such small batting stats that I didn't put him on my sheet because I just didn't think he was going to come up in this game, but here he is. Sorry, Nick. And I think he needs to tell the umpire who he is because the umpire is writing something down. Best wishes, Blue. I'm sure that's not what he was writing. All right, Nicholas Carroll, I believe he's Wesley's little brother. And the pitch from Tyler Dasher is down and away. Nelson had it get away from him just a few feet, and no advancement by Malfetto. Nobody warming up for Ridgepoint. Dasher brings it, and it's a ground ball to second. Scoop over to second for one, on to first for another one. As it goes Ellis to Vossas to Groen, or actually Ellis to Vossas to Parker Menifee. So, looked like Elkins might put a little oh-by-the-way rally together, but the double play kind of puts a damper on that. Score that 4-6 to 3. And now Chris Contreras is going to bat, and evidently he's a popular young man. And you know his batting average is .600. He is 3 for 5 on the year. He's driven in 2 runs. He has a double. And he'll try to make Tyler Dasher work just a little bit harder to finish this thing off. And he swings at the first pitch and fouls it back into the night. Ridgepoint has had its way thus far with the Elkins Knights, although it was very much in doubt through 4 innings. Elkins was up 2-0. Ridgepoint scored 4 in the top of the 5th and have not looked back. They lead it 11-2. That pitch is now high to Contreras. By the way, I had a coworker named Chris Contreras in San Angelo, and have I got a story about him, but I can't tell it on the air, so ask me if you see me. The 1-1 pitch is low. 2-1. Dasher just trying to finish off a very workmanlike evening where he has thrown strikes. Bases on balls were the downfall of the Knights. 2-1 pitch is outside, and he goes 3-1 on Contreras. Right-handed hitting Contreras just trying to make a memory here in what I guess you'd call garbage time. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. He was trying to go downtown with that one, and the count goes full. Tyler Dasher looking for a complete game. Here's the pitch. Swung on in line. Past third. That'll be a hit for Contreras. Off of Kinnett's glove. And Contreras gets to first. He really stung the ball. These girls really love Contreras. He must be a great guy. All right, so now we're going to get another pinch hitter. It's going to be Travion Smith coming in. Travion looking for his first hit of the year. He has no official at bats, but he did draw a walk.
Number 9.
Contreras, do we have some stolen base numbers on him? We do. He's 4 out of 5, but something tells me he's not going to go. But if he does, Ridgepoint probably won't try to throw him out. First pitch to Smith, swings, and it bounces up and hits his leg after it hit the ground, so no pain. Everybody's having fun now in this one-sided game. 11-2 Ridgepoint. Tyler Dasher trying to finish it out. The right-hander brings it. Swing and a miss, and a fake snap throw down to first by Nelson. Dasher takes off his cap. Gets back on top of the mound. Now 0-2 the count to Smith. He's got really nice white shoes. I always loved wearing white shoes. Here's the 0-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and that will do it. Ridgepoint defeats Elkins by a score of 11-2. The fans will head home to their respective addresses in Missouri City. We'll step aside and be back to wrap this one up for you on VypeFortBend.com.
I have a question.
Are you ready? Ready for anything? Ready for what life throws at you? At your kids?
Are they ready to study? To research? To write papers?
To do all the amazing things they don't even know they're capable of yet? And what about you? Yeah, you. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Ready to take opportunity.
To make opportunity?
To be on top of things.
Internet Essentials from Comcast brings affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. Now available to low-income households eligible for public assistance programs like Medicaid, the National School Lunch Program, SNAP, housing assistance, and others. When you're connected, you're ready for anything.
It's a simple question.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Ready for anything.
Visit InternetEssentials.com to apply. No credit check, contract, or installation fee. Taxes extra. Restrictions apply.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Texas high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
You are the master. take care of you so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max.
Taking care of business.
So the Ridgepoint Panthers, for the time being, assume control of the baseball race in District 26A. For Ridgepoint, 11 runs on 5 hits. They made no errors. For the Elkins Knights, 2 runs on 5 hits, and they committed 2 errors. For the Ridgepoint Panthers, Justin Vossis went 1 for 4, but that one was a big one, a 2-run shot to make the game a little more one-sided. Also for Ridgepoint, nobody really had an outstanding night except for Devin McComas, who went 2 for 2, and he scored a pair of runs and drove one in. Quinn Pfeiffer came off the bench. He was 1 for 1 and drove in 2. J.J. Kennett had a double. So Tyler Dasher got great support. He gets the complete game victory, 7 innings pitched, 5 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, walked 2 and struck out 8. And he gave up the 1 home run, but wow, that home run kind of seems like a long time ago. It came off the bat of Adam Wade, the starting pitcher. For Elkins, Jacob Binder went 1 for 3. His brother Joseph 2 for 2 and drove in a run. Adam Wade was 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. Of course, those were one and the same on his solo homer. Chris Contreras came off the bench near the end and went 1 for 1. But it just simply was not enough, as Elkins had to use 4 pitchers, Wade, Copeland Jones, Stephen Hallmark, and Seth Spees. Wade takes the loss in this game. He threw 4 1/3 innings and didn't give up any hits, but he did give up 3 runs, and once the Knights fell behind, then that was it. They did not score after they had that 2-0 lead. So we thank you so much for listening to this one, and we want to remind you about our broadcast schedule coming up on Thursday night. We will have the Austin Bulldog girls taking on Ridgepoint from the hardscrabble streets of Siena. First pitch at 6 o'clock. And next week, it's a little bit unusual. We'll have softball on Tuesday, Dulles at Ridgepoint. And then on Wednesday, baseball, Ridgepoint at Travis. Nothing on Thursday unless something changes. And then on Friday, April the 9th, it'll be at Kempner. We'll have the Foster Falcons invading the Cougars' home friendly confines. And then on Saturday, April the 10th, Foster at Kempner softball. The game will start at either 1:30 or 2. And so we also will keep our eyes on the situation with Dulles as they have COVID cases, and Dulles is unable to play tonight against Travis. That game will have to be rescheduled. Everybody else, as far as we know, has been able to play every game as scheduled. So for everybody who is a part of the Vype team, I want to thank my good buddy Kevin Max, who always helps us out so much. He is a high school sports information director. He makes everything so easy. Also want to thank Miles Wade, Adam's dad, reading the announcements, telling the crowd that we are your broadcast home for Fort Bend County sports. And again, our final score from the Castle, Ridgepoint 11 and Elkins 2. Roger Smith saying good night, and we'll talk to you on Thursday for the softball game between Ridgepoint and Austin. Good night, everybody, and the Gator will play us off the stage.